part, uh, we have started with chapter number 2, that is CSS, and we have already talked about the architecture of CSS, how the skeleton is being created. We have talked about what is exactly new thing been added in CSS3, that is modules, and we have talked about different what you call the frameworks which are available in market for implementing those ready-made frameworks. You can just have to download it and drag and drop. All the features will be available. But now, from this is the theoretical part. This is part of implementation. This is the basic things that the students should understand. Now, here's for from 2.4 onwards, we have to be very much what you call as a conscious about the different types of what all properties are being defined in CSS and CSS 1 and 2 and 3, third, all three versions. And into this, we have already started with discussing in previous session, that is selectors and pseudo classes. So today's session, I think so, it will require a huge time for us to go into detail about those selectors and pseudo classes. I will again share my lectures, and will, I think in the upcoming, my second year syllabus is completed. So in daily, at least 2 hours will be occupied from my side as far as the AIT subject is concerned. So I'm expecting, that is, we need to go in more detail as far as CSS 3 is concerned. So my concern will be that more the number of assignments will be there, the more the number of execution will be there, then it will be very much easy for you to understand the concept sitting at a home and what do you call it, executing on your personal PC. So we will be dedicating the more time in the coming sessions in from tomorrow onwards. More time will be dedicated, at least 2 hours a day will be dedicated for AIT. So selectors and pseudo classes, we have entered into the theory part, and now we will be moving towards the content. Now, I want to revise what we have covered in the previous session. That is, we have started with CSS selector. Here it is pseudo classes and selectors. Now, first section, that is selector, the huge concept we need to understand as far as the word selector is there in the syllabus. So what is exactly the selector is? Here we can understand in the CSS, selectors are being divided. We can find the CSS selector in majorly in 5 different ways, into which in the previous lecture we have already gone through the simple selector. That is, we have gone through using, that is, your name, ID, and by using a classes. I think you remember the previous lecture that we have discussed about the simple selectors, and in simple selectors we have used the name, the ID, and the classes concept. Was it clear in the previous session? Yes or no? Yes
Yes,
or
sir.
no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
ओके, जो पहला वाला हमने खत्म कर दिया, पहला वाला खत्म कर दिया, इट वाज वेरी सिंपल. हमने नेम एट्रीब्यूट, आईडी एट्रीब्यूट और क्लास एट्रीब्यूट, ये 3 एट्रीब्यूट को यूज करके हमने ये चीजों को यूज किया था. दैट वाज नथिंग बट योर सिंपल सेलेक्टर्स. नाउ सेकंड selector is combinator selector. Today's session will be dedicated to the combinator selector. Then upcoming sessions will be focusing on pseudo class selectors. It is a huge number of their pseudo classes are there. You should know those in more detail. Then there is a pseudo element selectors are also there, and finally attribute selectors are also there. तो ये बहुत बड़ी कंसेप्ट है. अगर हम सिर्फ नाम सिलेक्टर को इतना ही देखेंगे, और अगर हम सिलेक्टर यहाँ पर देखेंगे सिलेबस में, तो ओनली वन कीवर्ड इज दैट इज सिलेक्टर. बट वी हैव टू गो इनटू डिटेल. If you want to add CSS3 into your resume, you should be very much familiar with each and every concept which is being there as far as the selectors are there, as far as the pseudo classes are there. So we will be talking into detail about the CSS selectors, and into that the pseudo classes. Pseudo classes are here. The whole concept, that is selectors and pseudo classes, will be discussed in this part only. That is, the selectors part will be covered with simple selectors and combined combinator selectors. And as far as the second, that is pseudo classes are concerned, we will be talking about pseudo class selectors, pseudo element selectors, and attribute selectors in the upcoming lecture. Now, as far as the implementation of this type of selector is that we have done 3 types of in 3 ways we need to go for the selectors. That is, we have gone for in external CSS and internal CSS also, and we have implemented using inline CSS also. So we can implement this in 3 different ways: inline, internally, and externally. So this demonstration I have already covered in the previous lecture. The video is already available on YouTube. You can search it on the YouTube, that how in these 3 ways we have implemented it in real life scenarios. For us to understand is that we need to know more in detail what is exactly the combinator selector is in today's session, and how it can be used to select an element based on the selector. So today's lecture is on a combinator selector. simple selector we have already completed with, that was nothing but identifying the element using a class or with using an ID or by using the name of that element. Now we have entered into more detailed part, that is nothing but a combinator selector. And combinator selector, here we will be identifying a specific element based on the relationship between them. Based on the relationship between them. The who is a parent and who is a child, based on that parameter we will be implementing. And we may use any of the technique that is internal, external, or inline style sheet for implementing those ones. Yes, is it clear to you, to everybody, that we have entered into the selector, the second type of selector, that is the combinator selector. Shall I move further for the type called as the combinator selector now? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we are in the type 2, that is a second type of CSS selector, that is combinator selector. And now you have to be very much conscious that this is a selector element based on specific relationship between them. Now, what exactly the CSS combinator selector is? We call it as CSS combinator. We called it as CSS combinators. Now, the CSS selectors can contain more than one simple selector, more than one simple selector. Between the simple selectors, we can include the combinations. So there are 4 different types of combination, and you have to keep in mind the basic 4 types of combinations which are available. The first one, that is a descendant selector. We specify it with space. Second one is child selector. We specified it as a greater than symbol. Then the adjacent sibling यानी उसके बाजू वाला कौन है, sibling, child, that is a sibling, we put it as a plus symbol. And general sibling selector, generalized selector, that is patient side. So 4 types are there in as far as CSS combinator. One is descendant, that is a space, child with a greater than symbol, adjacent sibling with plus sign, and general sibling with negation sign. Okay, so negation sign is available on your system with the number key on a keyboard. You see it. It is present near to the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top. Below the function key, you have to press shift, and that rupee symbol is there, and there you can get this symbol called as a negation symbol. Greater than symbol is there on your keyboard. Space is also there, and your plus sign is there. Now we will move into detail about the first, what is exactly the descendant selector is. Now the descendant selector matches all elements that are descendant to the specific element. All elements जो उसके सबसे नीचे है, all descendant. So for example, div और p, एक example के मैंने बताया कि उसको हम CSS में कैसे लिखेंगे. Div space is there between div. The child of div is nothing but a p tag. So a p is nothing but a tag which is present within your div. So we will be talking about the parent called as a div and a child called as a p, and a space will be specifying that p is a child of a div tag. And you want to give some CSS, and that you will be writing into this curly braces with a background color, that is a background color as yellow. So we will be highlighting a child of a div tag, that is nothing but a p tag, that is a parent tag. Now for that example, we have written a code, and we will be going for implementing this one. So the first descendant selector, that is nothing but a space, we will be there, that is for the combinator selector. So we have written HTML code, a div tag is there, and into div p is there, and we will be highlighting that p with a background color as yellow. Now here in this bodied part, you will see that I have highlighted as descendant selector, and I have written one paragraph for specifying what is the example it is. I have written a div, a parent tag, and it contains first p tag, first paragraph, second paragraph. Then this is nothing but a select section part. In this section, there will be again a p tag. So p is present between the div also. P is present within the h tag separately also. That is after h tag, the p is also separate. It is present within the div also. It is present within the selector also, and the separate paragraph is also there. Now I want to specify the color, a background color as yellow for the p which is present within a div tag. This is nothing but a combinator selector. So I'm just copying the code, and you will see when I go for executing this code, you will find the highlighting color will be only the tag which are child to the div tag. So I'm copying the code, and I'm opening up my file new, and I'm pasting it here. The CSS is there with the background color as yellow, and this will be applied to only the div that contains P. So P paragraph will be only given the color. So whether it is applicable to the first P or both the P which are present in the div tag. So div tag contains division, a direct P child. There are two direct childs and one paragraph that is indirect. So div has one child called as a selector and that contains one more child called as a P. So whether we'll see how this hierarchy will be helping us to identify the selector methodology, that is nothing but your combinator selector will be helping us to identify exact P from your div. So this is a combination. So I'm saving this with the name called as एक separate folder बनाता हूँ so that I will be sharing this with you. So a separate folder in CSS example. तो मैं इसको बोलता हूँ combinator selector. So I want to give it to the name to the folder. So new folder. I'm giving a name as selector. और उसके अंदर वाला selector जो है that is combinator. Okay, and into this the first assignment. So assignment 1.html. Okay, so first one is there. And when I run this, you'll see it's very simple. Body tag contains a direct, see, a body tag is open and closed and it contains h1, h2 tag, a paragraph, small paragraph, a div tag with three childs. One is first P, second one is second P, and third one is selector. And selector contains one more child called as a P, another P. So the hierarchy of div is like this. And second one, we have put it a separate P that is directly a child of your body tag. So body tags contain how much childs? This is the first child is 2, second child is P, that is a direct child, third child is div, fourth child is the P, and fifth child is the next P. And the child for div is nothing but the first child is the first paragraph, second paragraph, the section is the third child to the div tag, and there is one more child to the selection, that is this one. So this is what the hierarchy specifies, that everyone is a child of the body tag. And body is child to the HTML because body is present within your HTML. So the parent for the body tag is nothing but your HTML. So this is what the hierarchy is as far as the interlinking between the different elements which are present in the HTML document. So when I go for running, and what is expected here in this example is that I want to give a background color. I want to give a background color to the div that contains a P with a space. So this is nothing but a specifier. So you will see paragraph 1. So I will be moving it towards this part. So you will see the background color is given to the paragraph 1 here like this. Second paragraph and third paragraph, which is nothing but a child to the section. So here all the P's which are present into your div will be given a background color as yellow. Whereas the fourth paragraph and fifth paragraph is not a child of this div because div here I have started and here I have closed. So this is not a child of a div. So this example will be specifying us that the parent div and all the childs which are to this div tag will be given a background color as yellow. Is it clear to everybody? And this is the output we are getting. The background color is changed to yellow for all the paragraphs which are child to the div tag. And this is nothing but a simple style sheet. This is nothing but your CSS. We called it as a CSS combinator that is called as a descendant selector. Is it clear to everybody what is exactly the descendant selector is?
Yes,
And how
sir.
we are specifying those with using a small space. Just a space will be helping you to give your CSS to all the childs of your div tag. Yes? Is it clear to everybody? First one, that is a descendant selector that has been highlighted with a space between the two different elements. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Rest
Yes, sir.
student, जब तक आप नहीं बोलेंगे तब तक मैं आगे नहीं जाऊंगा. समझ में आया first one? Okay. Now next one, the child selector, and that has been denoted by a greater than symbol. So we'll move to the second one, that is a child selector. So what is that exactly there in a child selector? So what is there? A child selector selects all the elements that are the child of specific elements. All elements that are child to that specific element. Means, for example, div with greater than symbol and p. In this example, you see I have given a background color as yellow, and this will be applicable to what? To what? The p, a child selector selects all elements that are child. A child selector selects all elements that are child to the specific element. So we'll go for the execution. You will find it how it will be helping us to get an output. So I'm copying this code, and this is nothing but a child selector, and I'll go for writing a code over here. File new, second one. I'm saving it as ass2.html. I'm saving this one, and you will see here I have used this sign called as a greater than sign, and it is present between the div tag and p tag. Now you see the same example with div, and there are again four paragraphs. First paragraph, direct child. Second paragraph, direct child. Third paragraph, which is not a direct child, but it is a parent. The selector is section is a parent to this p1. So section is the direct child to this div tag, and fourth child is nothing. Fourth paragraph, which is directly child to the div tag. Rest two paragraphs are again specified, which are out from this div tag, which are not directly child to the div tag, but they are child to your body tag. Okay, please. So this I will go for executing it on a Chrome browser, and you will see direct childs. Only direct childs are being highlighted over here. If I give only space over here and I run this program, you will see all paragraphs will be given highlight, though this paragraph is not a direct child. But if I want to make it very specified that I want only the direct child should be given a background color as a yellow or a green color to only the child which are only direct child to the div tag. So that only will be highlighted with the green color. So here I am giving the only three, that is P1, this is the first P, and the fourth paragraph, which is the only direct child to the div tag. Rest, the third paragraph, that is the third P tag, is not a direct child. It is an indirect child because direct child for the div tag is a section. So that will never be considered as far as the CSS is concerned, as far as applying this background color CSS to that corresponding. Is it clear to you? The first combinator was the space. Second combinator was nothing but your greater than symbol. That is, we call it as child selector. Is it clear to everybody? This child selector, only direct childs will be given effect. Rest all will be ignored. Yes. Whereas when I specified with descendant selector, all descendant will be applied with CSS, rather whether it is a direct child or indirect child. Yes. Yes, everyone got with two first and second part of selector, that is combination selector. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll move forward to the third one, that is adjacent sibling selector, and that is being specified with plus sign. So we'll move for this adjacent sibling selector. So this one, adjacent sibling selector. So adjacent sibling selector, we use this with an what do you call as adjacent sibling selector with plus sign. Now the adjacent sibling selector is used to select the element that is directly after another specific element. This means a sibling element must have a same parent element and adjustment element implemented as follows. So हम अभी इसको run करके देखेंगे how this plus sign will be helping us to give a background color yellow to a specific paragraph. So we'll move for the execution. So third one, that is a plus symbol. So I am copying this one and I am moving towards the demonstration. So file new, and I'm pasting this one, and setting is as assignment 3.html. So what is there? In this, I have used the plus symbol as far as the style sheet is concerned. In this, the background color will be set as purple. I think so. We'll go to for the color as gray color. So I'll look it as gray color. So gray color will be given to the P, and that will be denoted by the plus sign. So what is the meaning of plus, whereas it is concerned with the div and P? So see, there are different due tags present over here. So there is a due, first due that contains two childs, that is paragraph 1, paragraph 2. There is another third and fourth paragraph which are directly child of the body tag. Then there is another due tag that contains paragraph 5 and 6 which are direct child to the due tag. And last one is a P, that is paragraph 7 and paragraph 8. Now we'll see how this will be helping us, the plus sign, to get an output on your screen. So I am putting it on a Chrome for the purpose of execution. Now you see, one second. Now how this paragraph 3 is been executing, how this paragraph 7 is been getting executed. So see, the output is somewhat unexpected. Background color is given, that is gray color. It's gray. Background color as run on Chrome. Okay, see this. And you see the output. The first paragraph that is you have specified, that is P with no backgrounds. Second P, the following example, it is directly child of body tag, no effects. Now there is a due tag, and this due tag contains two paragraphs, paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. And now here I have specified due plus P. This means these are not considered. These are not considered. Now third and fourth. Out of the two, the first one is considered for setting a background color as a gray color. Second paragraph is not considered for the purpose of execution. That is not being given a color. So we are getting a background color to your third one. Third paragraph. See this. Third paragraph, we are getting a background color as gray. This one. We are not again getting a background color as fourth. Again, fifth, which is a child to the due tag. Again, this one. So the plus sign will be specifying the P, the paragraph which is closer to the due tag. The first P which is closer to the due tag. And you will find the first P is nothing but a third paragraph which is closer to the due tag, and paragraph 7 which is closer to the due tag, and this will be given the color code as a gray. Rest all paragraphs will be not given a background color. Is it clear to you? Yes or no? What this plus sign will be helping us? It will be the next upcoming paragraph, that is a P, which will be coming after that due tag. So after completing the due, the first P, whichever the P will be coming, will be given a background color as gray. Rest all will not be given a background color. Is it clear to everybody how this will be helping us to identify a specific selector? Rather than writing a code, we are using a combinator selector like space, greater than symbol, or a plus sign. Is it clear to everybody how this plus sign will be helping us in the combination? Yes
सर रिपीट करा ना एकदा.
देखो ये प्लस साइन, अगर मैंने यहाँ पर ग्रेटर देन साइन किया और मैंने इसको अगर सेव करा और मैं अभी आउटपुट दिखाता हूँ आपको यहाँ पर, तो व्हाट विल हैपन हियर इज दैट ऑल द चाइल्ड्स व्हिच आर डायरेक्ट टू दिस div tag will be given a highlighted with a color. जैसे div का डायरेक्ट चाइल्ड है पैराग्राफ 1, पैराग्राफ 2, और सेकंड div जो है उसका चाइल्ड डायरेक्ट चाइल्ड है पैराग्राफ 5 एंड पैराग्राफ 6. तो इनको ही बैकग्राउंड कलर हमने दिया है. अगर मैंने यहाँ पर कॉम्बिनेटर चेंज कर दिया, यहाँ पर प्लस कर दिया और यही प्रोग्राम को मैंने सेव कर दिया और मैंने यहाँ पर आके रिफ्रेश कर दिया, ये थोड़ा सा अलग कर रहा है. मतलब क्या कर रहा है कि उसके डायरेक्ट चाइल्ड को वो कलर नहीं दे रहा बैकग्राउंड. ये प्लस साइन से क्या हो रहा है, उसके बाद वाला यानी ये ड्यू के बाद वाला जो भी पहला फर्स्ट पी आ जाएगा उसको ही वो कलर देने वाला है. ना फर्स्ट पी यानी क्या, उसको 2 पी तो डायरेक्ट है, ये पहला वाला पी है पैराग्राफ 3 एंड पैराग्राफ 4 भी उसके बाद वाला आने वाला है, पर ओनली फर्स्ट पी विल बी गिवन अ बैकग्राउंड कलर. तो पहला जो ड्यू है उसका पहला पी कौन सा है, उसके बाद वाला, उसके अंदर वाला नहीं, उसके बाद वाला जो पहला पी है उसको वो कलर देगा बैकग्राउंड. और एक हमारे पास सेकंड ड्यू था, उसके बाद वाला यानी उसके बाद वाला, क्योंकि हमने बोला है कि उसके बाद वाला प्लस साइन विल बी रिप्रेजेंटिंग दैट इज अपकमिंग नेक्स्ट पी, नॉट द चाइल्ड पी बट द नेक्स्ट सिबलिंग. दिस इज सिबलिंग, उसका भाई है, ये ड्यू का वो भाई है, ये भी एक भाई है पी विच इज ब्रदर टू दिस, बिकॉज दीज आर ऑल डायरेक्टली कनेक्टेड टू द बॉडी. सो बॉडी हैज डायरेक्ट चाइल्ड हु H2 is direct child to the body, P is direct child to the body, second P is direct child to the body, div is direct child to the body, this P is direct child, div is again direct child, this P and this P. But the p's which you have written within this div tag, this p which you have written within this p are not siblings. These are siblings to one another. ये p एक दूसरे के भाई है, ये div का भाई नहीं है, ये child है. So this plus sign will be helping us to the next brother of div whose name is p. So who is the next brother to div? This is the p. अभी उसको ही मुझे कलर देना है. The next brother of div, and that should be only p, not any other. So उसी p को मैं यहाँ पर कलर दूंगा. That is a background. So this is nothing but your plus operator. That is combinator. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, समझ में आया सबको? तो ये सब ब्रदर पैरेंट जो होते ना, हायरार्की, पैरेंट, चाइल्ड, सिबलिंग्स, ब्रदर्स और सिस्टर्स, सब आजू बाजू वाले, तो उसी हायरार्की के ऊपर, दैट इज डॉक्यूमेंट ऑब्जेक्ट मॉडल विल बी फॉलोड ओवर हियर. तो who should be preferred first and who should be preferred last? So everything on document object model, this will be identified in the combinator selector. Is it clear to everybody? Yes. Now the fourth one and the last one, as far as this range is concerned, that is nothing but we have already covered. This is adjacent sibling. Adjacent sibling मतलब क्या? उसका भाई, immediate brother जो होगा, sibling होगा. Sibling का मतलब क्या? Brotherhood, भाईचारा. All brothers and sisters directly child to the parent, these are also considered as siblings. So हमारे जितने भाई, आप बोलेंगे मेरा ये भाई है, वो भाई है, so everything that is nothing but a sibling. So plus operator will be talking about siblings, not about childs, not about parents. The fourth one, that is a general siblings. General siblings too will be noted with this symbol. Now what is general siblings? तो हमें सिर्फ क्या करना है, यहाँ पर ही जाना है. वही कोड है जनरल सिबलिंग का, मैं उसको कॉपी कर देता हूँ. How it will be helping a little bit चेंज किया हमने, सिर्फ वही कोड में यहाँ पर चेंज किया, पर मैं उसको अलग एग्जांपल में सेव करना चाहता हूँ. सो फाइल न्यू and I will be pasting here and I will be saving it as assignment 4.html as far as combinator selector is concerned. Okay, तो मैंने सिर्फ यहाँ पर एक ही चेंज कर दिया and you will see body के direct child से h2p, this p and this div, this p, this code, this p, and only child to this div is p, and here I am saying the p as negation sign and a div tag. So I am running it on a Chrome and you see the output as paragraph 3 here, it will be highlighted and paragraph 4 will be highlighted. This means what? The div tags, the childs which will be coming, the siblings which will be coming after the div tag, all, not a single one, all. If I am saying only plus, this means I am restricting towards only one, that is only P3 will be there. But I want all the brothers of div tags. So I will be specifying with this symbol, and when I run this, so you find this is brother. Okay, if I put another, all brothers will be specified. So this is one thing, this is one thing. So I'm saying that this is paragraph 5, this is paragraph 6, and this is paragraph 7, and I want to put this 7th one into another tag called as a span tag. मैं इसके अंदर डाल देता हूँ और देखते हैं क्या 7 को कलर आ जाएगा क्या नहीं. So /span. So who all are direct brothers to this div tag? So this is direct brother, this is direct brother. So when I use this one, this means all direct brothers of your div tags will be highlighted with the background color as yellow. So I am saving this and I'm pressing refresh. You will see P is not a direct brother. Span is brother of this div tag. So this will not be highlighted because it is within the span tag. But I want to give color to the only P tag. So only P's will be given a color. So P will be given a color. Code will not be given a color because here I have written some code. So this is not a brother, that is not a P. So that's why it will not be given a color. Same way, there is a P, but which is present within the span tag. Span के अंदर वो है, उसको भी हम color effect नहीं दे सकते because वो direct brother नहीं है div का. So all brothers will be given with the symbol. So all brothers which are coming after div tag will be given a background color as yellow. So there is paragraph 3, paragraph 4, paragraph 5, and paragraph 6. All will be given a background color as yellow. That is it clear to everybody? Yes. Combinator selectors, different types of symbols. So हमने 4 symbols पढ़े थे. एक था space. Space means what? Space means what? इसका आउटपुट क्या आएगा? Div with space p. मतलब क्या? All childs which are of div. रन करके देखो. P1, P2 एंड P3, ये P3 सेक्टर के अंदर है तभी भी उसको इफेक्ट आ रहा है. क्यों आ रहा है? बिकॉज इट इज सेइंग दैट all childs of due tag, all childs of due tag, space will be representing all childs of due tag, that is all p's of due, that will be represented as space. And second, we have gone through greater than symbol. In greater than symbol, we have gone for the same example. And when we gone for the execution, you have seen the green color given was given to the only direct child of that due tag. डायरेक्ट चाइल्ड. तो यहाँ पर ये इनडायरेक्ट चाइल्ड था तो उसको हमने वो कलर नहीं दिया. सो दो पहले वाले और दूसरे में एक फर्क है. पहले वाले में उसके अंदर के जितने भी पीस होंगे उनको वो इफेक्ट आएगा. सेकंड वाला जब व्हेनेवर आई एम स्पेसिफिंग ग्रेटर देन साइन, मतलब क्या, द ओनली डायरेक्ट चाइल्ड्स विल बी गिवन अ डायरेक्ट कलर, एल्स who are not a direct child like this one will not be given a background color. And when we have moved to the third one, that is a plus sign, it was the immediate brother of that due tag will be given the color. So we have seen this example as far as the Chrome is concerned. So immediate brother of P due tag is the first P that will be given a background color. So here the paragraph 3 is given. Same way, the second due tag, an immediate brother that will be denoted with the plus sign will be given a background color like this. So paragraph 7 has been given a color. And in the fourth example, we have used this negation sign. And here we have specified it that all brothers of due tags which are coming after the due tags need to be given a color. Only P, that is a paragraph, should be given a color. Rest code or span tag will not be considered because here we are giving a CSS to only P. So whenever we are moving towards the execution, we are getting that the immediate brother to the due tags are which are coming after the due tag are paragraph 3, paragraph 4, paragraph 5, and paragraph 6. So these are the only direct brothers which are coming after the span, what you call as a due tag. So that will be given a color. Is it clear to everybody? The combinators, the different types of 4 combinators which are being specified as far as this part is concerned. Yes, is it clear to you? Yes.
येस सर.
Yes, sir.
सर ते आपण हे घेतलं नाही का, DIV टॅग घेतल्यावर नाही का, त्याच्या पुढे अजून किती एलिमेंट किती टॅग घेऊ शकतो आपण?
म्हणजे कोणत्या याच्यात मध्ये इथं?
हा तिथं.
हा, इथं आपण एकच घेऊ शकतो ना. तुला दुसरं पाहिजे का? समजा मला इथं स्पॅन द्यायचं ना, तुला असं वाटलं की याच्यामध्ये असणारे सगळे स्पॅन बी पाहिजे.
हा सर.
हा, रन करून लगेच दाखवतो तुला मी. स्पॅन कोणता आहे त्याच्यामध्ये? स्पॅनला त्यांनी घेतलंच नाही, त्याने फक्त पी घेतलं. पॅराग्राफ रिफ्रेश करतो म्हणजे हा याच्यानंतर येणारे सगळे पी आणि सगळे स्पॅनला आपण म्हणलो तर ते पहिलं काय करतो, फक्त पी लाच घेतो. फर्स्ट पैराग्राफलाच त्यांनी घेतला. तो उसके बाद वाले आने वाले सभी पी, यानी ये पैराग्राफ 3 है, पैराग्राफ 4 है, 5 है, 6 है, पर ये स्पैन भी उसके बाद में आने वाला है, ये कोड भी उसके बाद में आने वाला है. मैंने कॉमा दिया, उसने नहीं लिया, बिकॉज हियर it is very much standard specified that whenever you are using this combinator selector, only one element should be on left and one element should be on the right. If it is there, then only the CSS will be applied. You cannot use another delimiter like comma and all those things as far as combinator selector is concerned. Yes, समजलं सर्वांना?
येस सर.
आता मला मस्त इच्छा आहे या कोडला द्यायचं, तर मी तर कॉमा करून कोड म्हणलो शकतो किंवा कोड असं लिहिलं आणि मी याला सेव्ह केलं आणि ते इकडे जाऊन रन करतोय. त्याने काढून टाकलं सगळ्यांचं, बिकॉज उसको ये समझ में नहीं आया. अगर मैंने इसको कॉमा देके दिया कि मुझे इसको भी इफेक्ट चाहिए एंड मैंने से रिफ्रेश, तो कोड को आ गए हो. फिर इसमें इसको क्या फर्क है स्पैन को? तो हमने स्पैन को भी आना चाहिए ना. तो स्पैन को नहीं आ रहा, तो कोड को तो आ रहा है. देन आई विल से स्पैन आल्सो. देखो क्या होता है, ट्रायल करने में क्या हरकत. नो, इट इज नॉट कमिंग, बट इट इज कोडिंग कमिंग फॉर द कोड. ओके
सर स्पॅन मध्ये हे आहे ना पॅराग्राफ तो.
हा पी आहे, चालेल ना मग, त्याला काय हरकत. हा, त्याच्यामध्ये स्पॅन मध्ये डायरेक्ट कंटेंट नाही, त्याच्यामुळे त्याला येत नाही, पण ते स्पॅनला तर आलं पाहिजे होतं ना. ओके, हे 4 सिम्बॉल समजले सगळ्यांना? स्पेस, ग्रेटर दॅन सिम्बॉल, प्लस साइन एंड निगेशन सिम्बॉल. ये 4 ही कॉम्बिनेटर्स अवेलेबल है. देयर इज नो मोर देन दिस 4 कॉम्बिनेटर एज फार एज द selectors are concerned. that is combinator selector. The only 4 symbols are there. तो मैं थोड़ा highlight करके देता हूँ. This is space, then there is greater than symbol, then there is plus sign, and then there is what we call as a negation sign. So these are the only 4 symbols which are available as far as combinator selector is concerned. ये समझ में आया सबको, ये 4 combinator selector. Yes, shall we move further for the attribute now? Yes or no?
Yes sir. Yes.
Okay. अभी हम डायरेक्ट एट्रीब्यूट सिलेक्टर को जाएंगे बिकॉज ये थोड़ा लिमिटेड पार्ट है एंड सूडो क्लासेस एंड सूडो एलिमेंट is somewhat very much complicated, so it requires a huge time to be get covered. So we'll directly move towards the attribute selector now. Now this is attribute selector. Now we have already completed this simple selector that contains the name, ID, and class. And second type we have covered with space. Then दूसरा कौन सा था? स्पेस, देन ग्रेटर देन सिंबल, देन थर्ड वन क्या था? प्लस साइन, देन फोर्थ वन क्या था? निगेशन. तो ये 4 हमने यहाँ पर खत्म कर दी इन टाइप 2 दैट इज कॉम्बिनेटर सिलेक्टर. नाउ वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द थर्ड टाइप दैट इज एट्रीब्यूट सिलेक्टर. And we are not talking about the pseudo classes and element. It will be covered in the upcoming session. Now, what is exactly the attribute selector is? Now, here we will be selecting the element based on the attribute. हमें कौन सा एट्रीब्यूट को यूज करना है और उसी एट्रीब्यूट को हम यूज करके उसको इफेक्ट दे सकते हैं. अभी उस तरीके का हम एग्जांपल्स करेंगे. नाउ देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ एग्जांपल्स हियर. you can use different types of symbol. Just here there is a equal to symbol, there is negation equal to symbol, then there is what you call as a pipe and equal to symbol, then there is called as exponential and equal to symbol, then there is dollar and equal to symbol, and there is star and equal to symbol. So these are the symbols which we call it as a CSS attribute selector. The symbols, just like it is equal to, negation equal to, a pipe equal to, exclamation equal to, dollar equal to, and star equal to. So this type of examples have been specified. So in all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 types of selectors have been available. Okay, so 7 types of selectors have been available as far as CSS attribute selector is there. There were 4 types of selectors available in combinator selector. Here there are 7 types of selectors. Yes, is it clear to everybody? तो जैसे हमने यहाँ पर स्पेस, ग्रेटर देन, प्लस और इक्वल टू साइन ली, यहाँ पर हमें हर एक बार इक्वल टू साइन के साथ उसको कंबाइन करना पड़ता है. पहला जो टाइप है उसमें कुछ नहीं है, डायरेक्ट है. सेकेंड जो टाइप है इट इज जस्ट एन इक्वल टू सिंबल. थर्ड टाइप what we call as a pipe symbol and equal to symbol. Fifth one is with what we call as what you call exponential and equal to symbol. Then there is a dollar and equal to, and last one is star and equal to. So these are the 7 symbols which are available in your type called as attribute selector. Is it clear to everybody? Shall we move further now for the demonstration of the first type? Yes or no?
Yes sir.
Okay. Now first one जो हम उसको बोलते हैं attribute. Now what is this one? So here this all elements with a target attribute. अगर हम एग्जांपल में लिख दिया target, तो जिस भी एट्रीब्यूट का नाम टारगेट है उसी सभी एट्रीब्यूट को वो सिलेक्ट करेगा. व्हेन आई से सिलेक्टर दैट इज टारगेट इज इक्वल टू अंडरस्कोर ब्लैंक, यानी आपका एट्रीब्यूट का नाम है टारगेट और उसके बाजू में इक्वल टू साइन में जहां पर भी अंडरस्कोर ब्लैंक आ जाएगा वही उसी को ही वो सिलेक्ट करेगा. व्हेनेवर ही फाइंड्स दिस वैल्यू उसी को ही सीएसएस अलाउ किया जाएगा, उसको ही सीएसएस अप्लाई किया जाएगा. व्हेन एट्रीब्यूट है and flowers, so select all the elements with title attribute, यानी जहां पर भी ये नाम आ जाएगा फ्लावर, जो भी टाइटल नाम का एट्रीब्यूट है उसको जितने भी बार फ्लावर आ जाएगा सबको हम सीएसएस अलाउ करेंगे. नेक्स्ट वन, whenever there is a language like English, en will be applied with all css. Whenever there is an https hypertext यानी href रेफरेंस में जो एट्रीब्यूट, यानी ये एट्रीब्यूट देखो ये एप्लीकेबल सिर्फ टारगेट एट्रीब्यूट के लिए है, ये एट्रीब्यूट सिर्फ टाइटल के लिए ही एप्लीकेबल है. आप यहाँ पर सिर्फ टाइटल नाम का ही एट्रीब्यूट यूज कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पर आप सिर्फ लैंग्वेज नाम का ही एट्रीब्यूट यूज कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पर आप हाइपरटेक्स्ट रेफरेंस दैट इज href को ही यूज कर सकते हैं. जो href HTTPS की वेबसाइट को ही हाईलाइट करेगा. एंकर टैग दैट कंटेन्स href that contains a URL of HTTPS websites will be only considered for the hyperlink. Okay, and href with $, that means जो भी फाइल का एक्सटेंशन .pdf है उसी फाइल के को ही वो हाईलाइट करेगा, रेफर करेगा. एंड व्हेन आई से exclaim, that is a star symbol, star equal to, this means the whole href attribute value कंसिस्ट ऑफ सब टाइटल, यानी जहां पर भी W3 स्कूल्स आ जाएंगे वहां पर वो रेफरेंस के लिए यूज किया जा सकता है. ध्यान में रखना है, दिस इज एट्रीब्यूट, दिस इज एन एट्रीब्यूट, दिस इज नॉट एन एलिमेंट. हम सिर्फ CSS एट्रीब्यूट्स को ही देकर रेफर करके उसको ही उसी एट्रीब्यूट को चेक करके उसको ही हम CSS दे सकते हैं. तो फर्स्ट वन दैट इज जस्ट एन सिंपल एट्रीब्यूट. तो एक एग्जांपल हमने लिया है कि यहाँ पर हमने सिर्फ एक एंकर टैग लिया है और एंकर टैग के एट्रीब्यूट है. तो दिस इज माय एंकर टैग जिसमें हमने रेफर किया है कि एक वेबसाइट को वो लिंक करेगा, जिसको जब हम क्लिक करेंगे तो वो वेबसाइट पे जाएगा. और टारगेट अंडरस्कोर ब्लैंक एंड टारगेट अंडरस्कोर टॉप, तो ये हमने यहाँ पर यूज किया. जहां पर भी टारगेट हो जाएगा यानी आपका पास टारगेट होगा, यानी आपने कुछ ना कुछ उसके अंदर दिया होगा तो उसको ऑटोमेटिकली बैकग्राउंड कलर को क्या आ जाएगा, येलो आ जाएगा. सो आई एम कॉपिंग इट and I am saving it in another file. So file new and I am pasting it. Okay, and I want to save it. So मैं इसको सेव करता हूँ. So I want to make it into another type. So ये कौन सा है? This is nothing but your attribute selector. So मैं एक और एक फोल्डर बनाता हूँ selector में. This is attribute or and into this is my assignment 1.html. अभी ये attribute की है. So I will write as att assignment. Okay, att assignment 1.html. उसको सेव कर दिया. And you see in code, you will see there are two websites, two hyperlinks, that is two anchor tags are there. One will be specifying disney.com and second one wikipedia.com. और इसमें हमने एट्रीब्यूट यूज किया. पहला href यानी लिंक को क्लिक करने के बाद ये वेबसाइट ओपन होनी चाहिए, ये लिंक को क्लिक करने के बाद ये वेबसाइट ओपन होनी चाहिए. But here I am specifying the target value. Target is equal to underscore blank. Target is equal to underscore top. So whenever I am specifying the target attribute, तो जितने भी टारगेट अगर जो एंकर टैग है जहां पर आपने टारगेट नाम का एट्रीब्यूट यूज किया है सभी के बैकग्राउंड को येलो कलर आ जाएगा. ऐसा है मेरा CSS बता रहा है. So I'll go for executing it on Chrome. You see this is one anchor tag that contains a target. अब मैं और एक एंकर टैग लिखता हूँ, ध्यान में रखो. आई एम अगेन यूजिंग वन मोर टैग एंकर टैग, बट यहाँ पर मैं टारगेट नहीं यूज करता हूँ. आई एम रिमूविंग दिस एंड हियर आई विल से दिस इज ibmrd.org website org and I am specifying it and ibmrd.org. Okay, so this is my website and I run this on Wikipedia. You see this will be there, but there will be no background color. There will be no background color as yellow. अगर मैं यहाँ पर रेड करके यहाँ पर मैं ग्रीन कलर यूज करता हूँ and I save this and refresh it, the background color is given to the website, to the anchor tag that contains a target attribute. अभी मेरे पास यहाँ पर IBMRD को मैंने टारगेट नाम का एट्रीब्यूट दिया ही नहीं, इसी वजह से यहाँ पर उसको बैकग्राउंड कलर आया ही नहीं. अगर मैंने सिर्फ ये एट्रीब्यूट यहाँ पर कॉपी करके पेस्ट कर दिया, उसको वैल्यू भी नहीं दी और मैंने इसको रिफ्रेश किया, ऑटोमेटिकली उसके बैकग्राउंड में कलर आया. नाउ हियर यू आर आइडेंटिफाइंग, यू आर सिलेक्टिंग the anchor tag, the text content which are present in the anchor tag with the attribute name called as an attribute. That is nothing but your attribute selector. Is it clear to you? The first attribute selector. तो हम attribute से भी element को identify कर सकते हैं, select कर सकते हैं. Yes? Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no? The first one.
Yes sir.
Yes. Yes, आया समझ में सबको?
Yes sir.
Okay, shall we move further for the second example? Target underscore blank. देखो टारगेट अंडरस्कोर ब्लैंक मतलब क्या, मैंने इसको क्लिक करने के बाद देखो ब्लैंक वेबसाइट ओपन हो जाती है. देखो ब्लैंक वेबसाइट ओपन हो गई. मैंने इसको क्लिक ऑन विकिपीडिया, ये ब्लैंक टॉप अंडरस्कोर टॉप था. मतलब क्या, वीडियो वेबसाइट तो ओपन हो जाएंगे पर उसके टॉप में जाएंगे ऑटोमेटिकली विकिपीडिया इट्स गेट ओपनिंग नाउ इट इज गेटिंग ओपनिंग नाउ इट इज गेटिंग ओपन थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा बट इट विल गेट ओपन एंड थर्ड वन जो मैंने बोला था ना ये वाला टॉप मतलब क्या वहां पर ही उसमें पड़े IBMI.org मैंने बोल दिया देखो IBMI.org को वो ओपन कर रहा है क्या नहीं कर रहा है देखेंगे इट हैज ओपन दैट IBMI.org कोड में थोड़ा सा चेंज है इट इज ORD हो गया ORG कर दो सेव इट रिफ्रेश it is refreshing and when I click now ibm.org so it is opening on the same page it is opening on the same page but when I click on wikipedia under .org it is opening on the same page like this and when I click on disney.com see it is no blank because we have written underscore blank first okay so with the help of target we can get it now the same thing we can go for the example that is the second type that is target underscore blank so if only that attribute whose value is underscore blank will be considered for giving that css will be considered for giving a css so here I will do is I'll do whatever in the example I will move to the example now so I'm just copying the second text ये मैं इसको कॉपी कर देता हूँ तो ये थोड़ा सिंपल हो जाएंगे मुझे सेव करने के लिए so I'm copying this one and I'm creating another assignment file new and I'm pasting over here and I'm saving it as att assignment 2.html. अब यहाँ पर मैंने चेंज क्या किया है here I have given the value in the previous example attribute that is anchor tag and into square a target was given attribute name was given same here I am specifying an anchor tag with target equal to and I'm giving some value called as underscore blank so whichever css whichever what we call as target are there with underscore blank will be given a as yellow मेरे पास तीन एंकर टैग और तीन एंकर टैग में से दो एंकर टैग टारगेट नाम का एट्रीब्यूट है और उसमें से एक ऐसा टारगेट है कि जिसका अंडरस्कोर ब्लैंक है यानी जिसको जिसके वैल्यू अंडरस्कोर ब्लैंक है मुझे उसी को ही सीएसएस दैट इज गिव अ बैकग्राउंड कलर एज येलो इसका मतलब सिर्फ this.com को ही बैकग्राउंड येलो कलर आ जाए you go for running this and you identify that सिर्फ only disney.com will be with yellow color rest all will not be considered as yellow color is it clear to everybody so how we can use the attribute selector with different parameters for giving css that you can apply a css to the specific element just by catching the attribute and its value yes if clear everybody yes one yes or no
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yes. So that is target underscore value will be given yes and here there is only a disney with underscore value first are with underscore top and first one is without any attribute for the target and any value yes shall we move on now
Yes, sir.
yes or no okay stop we'll go for the third one and then we'll be stopping immediately after that is what the attribute and all negation sign equal to so they select all the elements with the title attribute and this word flower so ये examples हम अभी लेंगे I am closing this one and I am moving towards the example of the third underscore flower okay so same I'm towards the assignments new and I'm pasting over here एंड ये मेरे पास आवर्स कहाँ पर है तो मैं क्या करता हूँ मेरे पास मैंने ऑलरेडी डाउनलोड करके रखा है तो आई एम जस्ट द सी एस एस एग्जाम्पल और ये तीन फ्लावर के एग्जाम्पल्स मैंने यहाँ पर लिए तीन फ्लावर्स में डाउनलोड किए तो आई एम कटिंग दिस वन एंड आई एम पुटिंग इट टू एचटीएमएल सी एस एस एग्जाम्पल HTML5 सिलेक्टर उसके अंदर कॉम्बिनेटर होगा एट्रीब्यूट सिलेक्टर के अंदर में इसको पेस्ट कर दूँ third one. So file, save, and it is attribute selector. So देता हूँ ASATT, that is attribute assignment 3.html. यहाँ पर मैं बताऊँ कि यहाँ पर हमने किया क्या है. So in this I have used three different images. This is flower.jpg, this is flower1.jpg, this is flower3.jpg, and I am using this in this program. This is nothing but the image. Three different, and name is source I have specified, that is flower.jpg, flower1.jpg, flower2.jpg. This is already present into the same folder, and उसके नाम है sunflower, then a flower, then a grass. Because the title, see, directly I am specifying title with the name will be given a border of 10 pixels, solid and yellow color border will be specified. So I go for running, and you will see wherever the name called as a flower is there, it will be set. So ये images name. So 1 second, I'm pasting over here. So it will be available everybody now. Let us see. GP. That is. Check the main extension of this file. Rename flower.jpg. Flower, okay. JPG, okay. And when I run this, let's see. What flower is been given a background color as what you call as a border as 10 pixel and with solid and with yellow. See, are really catching the type wherever the name flower is there will be given there. If I am giving calling as flower, I am in and giving it, and when I refresh the page, the output will be removing this background color of this, because the word is search over here is flower, not double LOWR. So it is like this. If I'm saying flower 1, still you will see not working. What people are expecting is a, should be a separate word called as flower. If I'm saying flower space 1, and then you see the border. So it is very much, if you add something, if you want to, it will be searching only for like flower, not a flower 1 like this. If you add even give a space and then only it will be executed. It will be removed the name. So it is very much conscious as far as the name is concerned. आप space देके तो automatically border आ जाए, because it is searching for the word for the flower. मुझे उसको मिल गया तो उसमें पिक्सल का सॉलिड भी दिया और येलो कलर दे दिया उस बॉर्डर को. Is it clear to you? The third type of attribute selector, that is nothing but here. This is the third one. This is first one. This is just attribute. This is attribute with value. Third one was with attribute negation underscore equal to. So this is negation equal to. So all the names, just like a title with all values like flower. जितने भी बार flower आए सबको वो color. देखो you, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I think so. We have gone into detail about 2, 3 a day. I will show you the course, and I am expecting that you should write it in a separate notebook. It is not an assignment for a journal, but it is just for the purpose of understanding. The codes will be sent to you immediately. Practicing those codes, check how it will be helping you. तो मैं ये कोड को भेज देता हूँ. So now, any doubts as far as today's content is concerned? Any doubt